Corrida de Toros by Anthony and Tyler. Public spectacle performed in especially Spain and Portugal, but is also performed in some parts of Latin America, in which bullfighting is engaged in a series of traditional movements followed by a ceremonial killing of the bull by sword. Oftentimes, though, in Portugal, the bull is fought on horse and not killed. A pro bullfighter is known as a matador. One actual matador's name is Enrique Ponce. A corrida de toros translates to bullfight or run of the bull.
In a traditional bullfight, there is usually 6 bulls and 3 matadors, and they face them 2 each, and they start the event with a parade, and all crew members, matadors, and staff enter the ring and walk towards a presidente or judge of the event, and they perform from oldest to youngest, and the bulls are selected that day.
Plaza de Toros de Ronda, most notorious and oldest. Many call this the home of bullfighting. This arena only seats more than 5,000 spectators, but was built in 1785. The most important bullfighting arena is Madrid's bull ring. This bull ring seats 25,000 spectators and was built in 1929 and 1931. A bull used in a pro bullfight weighs no less than 1,014 pounds and are roughly between the ages of 4 and 6. Bullfighting has been around for centuries. It was first recorded to be performed in the 1700s.
So a bullfighter is called matador, and they are often known as national heroes in their country for their bravery and exceptional performance. A matador is typically joined by 6 assistants, 3 banderilleros, 1 mozo de espadas, and 2 picadores, and that forms an entourage. There are 3 stages in a bullfight. The first stage is Tercio de Varas, and this is the lancing portion where the matador confronts the bull, and is observing its behaviors and such. Next, the picador enters on horseback, and the horse has padding on the protector from the bull. And then the picador stabs the bull in the neck to weaken it. The second stage is the Tercio de Banderillas, and this is when each of the 3 banderillas tries to plant 2 sharp barbed sticks called banderillas into the bull's shoulders, and sometimes the bullfighter does this on his own. And the third stage, Tercio de Muertes, is when Matador re-enters with a smaller red cape called a muleta and a sword, and muleta is used to wear the bull out by making it do passes. This is called a faena, and this ends when the bull is stabbed and killed. So, a victory for a bullfighter consists of them getting 1 to 2 ears from the bull, and if the bull wins, if the bull wins, the bull is set free, and this is also known as the successful matador because he's showcasing the bull's true character. So their clothes that they wear is called the suit of light, and there are many components of the suit of light. One of them is and that's the hat that they wear. The zapatillas are the flat-soled leather slippers that they wear. The capote is the cape that they use at the beginning, which is typically bigger. The muleta is used at the end, and the estoque is the sword used in the final act, and this has been around since the 18th century and hasn't been changed. So, clothes continued. The chacatilla is a jacket that they wear that's cut off at the waist. A male is the tassels on their shoulders. They wear pink socks and bow tie, and then there's the traditional pigtail. So the opening parade is when everybody that is used in the performance walks in, including the matadors, his crew members, and they all march towards the officiator, which is Presidente, and he's accompanied by a vet and an artistic advisor. So, the beginning of a bullfight starts when Matador enters with his crew and he stands off to the side while his partners, I guess, mess with the bull to see how it reacts to certain things. They all carry yellow capes called capotes, and once the matador has control of the bull, picadors enter to stab the bull and weaken him. And once picadors are on the outside of the ring, the matador has the bull go to the center, and that leads him to blow over his head for the final act where he's stabbed and killed. And this is repeated typically 1 to 3 times, depending on the bull's stamina and category of bull ring. Matador performs regular passes to observe the bull's behavior, for example, emotion and tiredness. The bull displays physical impairment anytime during the bullfight, then he is replaced with another bull. So when the matador has the bull do passes, this gives him a chance to assess the bull and weaken it. And the matador is given a muleta and a mock sword that is later traded for the killing sword. The faena is the main part of the visual performance. This is typically 10 minutes, but if the matador needs more, he's giving 2 extensions, the first one being 3 minutes, and the second one being 2. So when the matador feels that the bull is ready, he will get the killing sword, and this is called the moment of truth. And there are 2 ways, I guess. One is the Volape, it's the most common way. And he positions himself directly in front of the bull with the muleta in left hand, and the bull lowers his head, charges, and the sword is placed high between his shoulders using the right hand. And 2 positions of execution are natural, which is when the bull leaves towards center with Torero leaving toward barrier. Brave bulls are very forthcoming and don't need much to convince them to charge. And the contrary are the second option of execution, is where the bull leaves toward barrier and terror leaves towards center. This is normally used with withdrawn bulls that have become tired. And the point of the thrust of the sword is to sever or to be a successful attempt killing the bull fast. If the bull is still standing, Matador gets sword with a small crossbar towards the end, and the bull is struck about 4 finger widths away from the head, and this severs the spinal cord. And the crowd stands, applauds, and the overall performance is judged by the effectiveness and elegance of the